Alright guys, today's our first cattle check. I'm gonna teach y'all the basics, what to look out for, how to tell if they're sick. We don't got all day, so let's go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, so this is how we start off. Check all the edges of our pastures. Make sure we don't have a cow down. Make sure we don't have a calf lost anywhere. Check between the bushes, all the thistles and stuff. You never know where a cow can be. Make sure you're checking all inside all these bushes and stuff. You never know when a calf can be laying down. Also, if you're riding along these wood lines, you want to kind of look a little deep in them. We've had a few calves escaping in the woods before, and cows, so make sure you're checking those too. Alright guys, here's a prime example of a healthy cow, yellow 408. As you can see, she's chewing, which means she's eating. As you can see, her belly abdomen's pretty thick. It also means she's eating. She's standing up, which means she's not hurt on any of her legs. Has a pretty big sack there. I mean, she has a calf. Now she's looking at me. Goes in her eyes. She don't have any pink eye. And yeah, that's a pretty good looking cow right there. There's our brand. She's walking, she's not limping or anything. Here's another thing you want to look out for while checking cows. You see this yellow 212 right here? She has a newborn calf, a relatively newborn calf. When the calf gets in, she's coughing. Wasn't expecting that, but as you can see, she's coughing, which means she may have pneumonia, which is also bad because she has a newborn calf. But like I was going to say earlier before she started coughing, I'm going to check these newborn calves, make sure they're all healthy and everything, because they don't have any vaccines in them until the fall time when we work cows. So looks like she's doing pretty good right now. She's healthy and getting all the milk she needs. Her mama, she's laying down right next to her. Looks like she's doing pretty good too. Fat cow right there. That's a happy fat cow. I'll keep an eye on her. Number yellow 212. Make sure she doesn't get sick or anything, so she keep care of that calf. Alright, here's one of our bulls getting a little itching. Just a second ago, he was doing a little call for looking for a partner, and something you want to look out for. Notice how he's around all these other heifers. It means he's doing his job, making more calves. So it's a good bull right there. Looks pretty fat and healthy, and yep, pooping too. Let's go ahead and get to the next thing. Here's another example of a big cow that's not Black Angus. It's our one of the few longhorn we have. You can see she's pretty fat. She's eating. Flies aren't bothering her too much. That's a pretty healthy cow. And one other thing you can check out is these fence lines. Make sure you don't have any fence damages, which happens every now and then. Make sure your gate's closed and stuff. Alright, here's a soon-to-be mama, 203 yellow. You can't really see on camera, but her belly's pretty big. Drop down. Her sack's getting pretty big. She's getting ready to pop pretty soon. One thing before I forget, I always check this creek. We get cattle down here all the time. Get stuck in this mud down here. It's like quicksand. You see out this cow right here? All the flies on her back. She's out here by herself if you look around. Ain't no other calf cow out here with her. I just heard a boo a second ago. I think she's looking for a calf, but it's never really a good sign if you see a cow out here by herself. I found this mama's calf. It has died, unfortunately. Just sucks. That's just part of the job sometimes. And we can get this dragged away, maybe bury it. Make sure the coyotes don't get it. Just part of ranching. Looks like we'll be able to get another cut in for our hay this year. About anywhere from 200, 300 bales out there right now. We're pretty stocked for the winter time. for this red ribbon. Pretty bad drop off right here. We don't get cows down there very often, but it does sometimes happen. Always want to make sure there ain't nothing down there. At a glance, this bull right here, he seems pretty healthy, but if you look around, ain't no heifer or anything near him. You know what that means? I mean, he ain't doing his job, making more calves, so he's probably gonna end up going to the sale barn pretty soon. Just do your job and that won't happen. This is our neighbor's property on that side, this Mennonite fence. I was gonna run down this fence line, make sure there ain't no fence down, because that can cause some big problems if you get you and your neighbor's cows mixed up. One way that can happen is a bullish fight over the fence. That's how it can happen a lot of times. Other times you have a big storm roll in, heavy winds, have one of these trees fall over the fence. But just make sure you always check that. You see this water tank here? It's full. Always make sure that they have water. Everything needs it. Us too. Without water, your animals die. Alright guys, this is when things get pretty complicated right here. I'm about to show you in a second. All these cows are spaced out. I mean, you have to go in a kind of weird pattern to check them all. So I'm going to show you real quick. See how all those cows are spaced out? Means you're going to have to go around each one basically. Check how they are, check the eyes, check their walk. Make sure they're healthy. I just see one right now. Put the camera around. Here's a pretty skinny cow. She's being pushed around. She don't have no calf with her. Can't really see it from this angle, but she has chips in her ears. Has flies bothering her. That's a cow we want to send to the sale barn. Looks like we got a happy reunion. That calf was all by itself over here, and called for its mama. Mama called back. Looks like they found each other. That's definitely its mama right there. That big old sack. That's a brand newborn too. Still got the umbilical cord around her belly button. It's a little new happy calf. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. We just finished cow check. It was a little longer than usual since I was recording this video. On average, it'd probably take an hour and a half, I'd guess. But hope y'all learned something new today, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Wilburn Ranch, tuning out. Looks like get a little itching with the old, whatever that plant is.